Welcome back to March Madness Analysis. Today we are joined by Pantelis Xidias, a senior guard out of DePaul. It's nice to have you with us, Pantelis.
I appreciate it, man, and it's nice that you said my name well, too. I heard it a lot of different ways, so you nailed it.
It's not easy, let me tell you. All right, well, let's start with your early days in high school. You've talked a few times about your amazing team at La Lumiere High School. Could you tell us a little bit about your basketball experience there?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing I'll say about Lalu is I'll tell you what, man, if you don't get better there, there's something wrong with you. Because that is the most from a developmental standpoint, from the standpoint of, playing with high levels of talent. They're going to get you better every single day. The coaches are incredible. I mean, there's a reason that coaches from La Lumiere, which is, a high school, typically, high school coaches stay high school coaches or, they go on to other careers. Our high school coaches get, hired to colleges, high major, and all that stuff. And there's a reason for that. They're incredible. So I think that my high school experience of playing ball and my high school experience as a whole was enhanced because I went there.
Right. That makes sense. And you also said that one of your high school coaches was on the coaching staff at DePaul. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. He still is, actually. That's my guy.
So you said that because you were on such an elite high school team, you didn't exactly get the chance to contribute exactly on the court. So how important was it to you to find a new way to contribute to your team?
You know what? Contribution for me is everything. And I feel like you reach a certain level of fulfillment when you know that you're doing something for your team and for your teammates. So if I'm going to sit on the bench, I'm not just going to sit there. I'm going to do something that's going to contribute positively to the team. So, I decided, hey, I'm going to bring the hype. I'm going to hype up my teammates. And, I want to bring the best out of them every single day, the same way that they bring the best out of me. I want to pose a challenge for them as well. So I can, help them get from here to there. So that's kind of what I came up with. And I'd say so far, so good.
Yep, that's what I like to hear. So you have been an excellent teammate and you're a crucial part of your DePaul team. Even Coach Lateo has mentioned that you bring the spirit and excitement the team needs to have. You've not only been an important part of your basketball teams, but it seems as though you brought some spirit to the whole university. So what made you choose DePaul?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Once I came and visited DePaul, there were a couple schools that I was looking at. And then when I came and visited DePaul, I said, this is it. I mean, we're in Chicago. You get the bright lights of the city. You get DePaul, which is a great university. I had my coach from La Lumiere that was joining the coaching staff. I met the rest of the coaches. I met Coach Leto. I met all the assistants. And I was like, man, this is just the perfect fit for me. I mean, everywhere else that I've seen, the other colleges that I visited, I don't get the same vibes. I don't get to experience the same atmosphere as I do in Chicago and at DePaul. So, really for me, once I visited, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's like a match made in heaven.
Uh-huh.
Did you get looked at or get any offers from any other Division I schools?
You know what? As a walk-on, yes. Scholarship-wise, no. But I was thinking about going to Creighton. And I also was, so like my final three was either Creighton as a walk-on, DePaul as a walk-on, or, just going to Indiana University as a student. I wasn't getting recruited for basketball as a walk-on or anything like that. But, I was going to try to walk on, but you know how difficult that is.
Right,
but,
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, DePaul was it, far and wide.
So you have to be an extremely busy man. Could you take us through a day in the life of a DePaul basketball player?
Absolutely. So it's funny that you ask. You wake up in the morning, and then you pretty much you're doing basketball related things or school related things until you go to sleep at night. So during winter break, which the basketball team has to stay at DePaul since this is when our season is. Thank God that our season's going, but this is when the season is going on. So typically you wake up and you take care of any homework that you got to do. You go to class. Well, now it's Zoom class, but you still go to class. Go to practice, your study halls, your training, your individual work on the court, taking care of your body, getting ice, taking ice baths, whatever you need to do. It's definitely tedious, but hey, yeah. I wouldn't trade it for. I don't know any other way of life, and I don't really want to either.
Right.
So.
It's got to be hard, but there's a lot of people that would love to be in your shoes right now. I'm one of them.
Yeah. that's exactly what I think of. I mean, it's a blessing. People would kill it before I am. So it would be foolish of me to take advantage of, the moment.
Right. What was your greatest basketball memory at DePaul over the last couple of years?
Definitely making the free throw, which is my only point in collegiate basketball history for me. But definitely hit that free throw. That was just, I smile. I'm wearing a mask so you can't see it, but I smile every time I talk about it. It's come true. So, growing up, I always wanted to, be able to be on a college basketball court and put the ball in the basket. And it finally happened, I was like, wow, this is what dreams are made of.
Yeah, I'd say. So you guys play Iowa State on Sunday, is that correct?
That is correct.
Is there a game you're most excited for this year?
You know what? People ask me that, and my honest question, it might sound cliche, but it's true. I'm pretty equally excited for everything because a couple months ago, we didn't even know if we were going to play. If we were just to train for no season. So, yeah. I mean, at least for now, I'm giddy. I'm like a kid in the candy store. So every single is like, yes, we get to play.
Well, do you have any season predictions for your senior year? How do you think the season's going to go? I don't know how many games you're going to get in, but.
Well, as many games as I get in, that's good, because if I get in a game, it means that we are winning by a lot. So hopefully we have a lot of those. But I mean, my prediction for the season is I'm seeing great things out of us in practice. I'm seeing high optimism out of our guys. The positivity levels through the roof. The skill levels also through the roof. We got, people who just transferred, that got their waivers to play immediately. We have so much firepower. So, I mean, I think the sky's the limit for us.
Right. That's good. I like that. And finally, last question, let's get into what the people really want to hear. Are you breaking out any new moves this year on the sidelines?
I will say yes to that, but I will not disclose what, but just know that I've had a whole quarantine ever since March to work on my craft, and you better believe that I've been working on it.
All right, I trust you. I'll be watching out for you. Well, good luck this season. I'll be rooting for you. I'll be watching you. And thank you a lot for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, man. Go Blue Demons. Everybody that's listening, tune in. We got Iowa State Sunday, our first game. Let's rock and roll.
That's right. You have a good day.
You too, man. Thank you.